We all seen Diddy got arrested and they denied his bail.
Hey, I'm Hallie, and tonight we are learning in just the last few minutes that a federal judge is now refusing to grant Sean Diddy Combs bail. Instead, he's going straight to jail tonight after Diddy pleaded not guilty to charges of trafficking and racketeering. Want to show you some of these brand new court sketches coming into us, like literally in the last 90 seconds. This is Combs in court after prosecutors arrested him at a hotel in Manhattan. It's where he's apparently been living for weeks, according to what a person familiar with the move tells NBC News. All of it a tipping point now in that sprawling federal investigation into the superstar's alleged years of crimes dating back to 2009. As we're just getting in some new and deeply disturbing details about the allegations against him and what looks like a massive criminal operation, allegedly. At least 50 victims and witnesses so far. And at the center of it, these hours and days-long acts known as, in their words, freak-offs that Combs supposedly orchestrated to abuse his victims.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them.
Prosecutors say Combs punched and kicked his victims to try to keep them under control. He'd also, they say, filled them up with drugs like ketamine and ecstasy for long periods of time, even using incriminating records to try to manipulate his victims. Prosecutors say they discovered this wide range of evidence against Combs in several raids. They found things, they say, like AR-15s, narcotics, more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricants. We should note here that an attorney for Combs says that he, I'm quoting here, will fight this with all of his energy. His team is already planning to appeal the bail ruling, meaning they will be back in court tomorrow, as Combs has, as we mentioned, pleaded not.
He was willing to pay $50 million bond and forfeit him and his family passports to show he wasn't a flight risk and that he wouldn't jump bail. And a lot of people was thinking he was going to pull the Russell Simmons and move to Bali. And me, myself, if I was Diddy, I would have been on that first jet smoking. Out of here, bruh. He was way too rich and has way too much power to not know what's going on with the FBI. So I definitely thought he was going to do it, but he didn't. Now he in custody, and we all want to know what's going on with the indictment. It's sealed right now, but as soon as we all get the information on what's really going on, we gonna talk about it. Many are to believe if Diddy actually gets convicted, he will delete himself. Going from filthy rich to jail will definitely be a culture shock for Diddy. And being 54 years old is pretty much a life sentence. I don't know if bruh gonna be able to stomach that. No Diddy. But Wack 100 had an interesting take on it, and we gonna see what his perspective was. But before we get to this content, make sure you hit that like button. Let's get this video to 100 likes. If we pass 100, 500. If we pass 500, 1,000. We're up to 5,000 subscribers. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, daily content, leave a comment. I'm commenting back to every comment. Appreciate everybody hitting the likes, hitting the subscribe, hitting the share, whatever you doing, bro. I appreciate you, bro, because this YouTube thing definitely a grind. But we gonna keep it going though, and we gonna get into this content and see what Wack talking about, and we gonna talk about it in the end.
It's not the same Diddy of back then. This Diddy that we know in the last 15 years would have told Suge suck it.
So you saying the more powerful he got, the more gangster he got?
Yeah, because he felt he had more resources. You know, he had to build. He could shut down. It's
God.
Yeah, so, you know, I feel like a lot of people do that, bro. They start doing and feeling like, well, who gonna do something? And they start thinking everybody around them act, you pretty good at that. You know, you understand everybody around you, so you cut the fat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I think what Diddy went wrong is he disregarded his handler. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, what they give it, they feel they gonna take it away.
Hey, listen, I don't even know if this is possible because two things that came up, and I seen some attorneys, shout out to my man Bradford Cohn, he pointed that out. He said, you usually don't see a RICO case with only one person charged.
It's more to come. I think it's more to come.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's more to come. Yeah.
Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. If you're Diddy, right? Do you he probably gonna lean towards doing that?
He got other people to offer up. He definitely do, and it's gonna be some pretty big people.
Not as powerful as
know
him.
what I'm saying?
Like I think he's the tip of the iceberg. Like I don't think he could offer them.
It's gonna be. Oh, they sending me pictures of Diddy parties. I'm about to see. They must be hearing us talking. Parties at his house. Damn, this is security guy sending me this. I'll send it to you. This is my boy. Who is this dude? He got this Juggalot security. Yeah, he do a lot of people's security. Juggalot security. But yeah, definitely Diddy. You know Diddy gonna be 54 years old. Let's be real. These days, tell him don't nothing happen to you. Diddy ain't no street dude. Who gonna do something to it? Nobody cares no more. You tell, you get bigger. Let's be real, bro. Right now today, tell him nothing happens. We looking at Lil Woody. Shout out to Woody, living his best life. I ain't got nothing against the dude. But from him telling, he got famous.
Nah, he's a star. He's a star.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you think if they say, yo, we'll let you go, or we'll let you out 90 days, 12 months in a day, PI style, if you can give us this, you got the footage on that, what you think he gonna do?
Well, here's the thing. People are saying the only person that, there's two names. They're saying either Clive Davis or Jay-Z. I don't think he got none on either of them. I mean, anybody else that he probably was around, like he was always...
I don't think he got nothing on Clive. I think, whatever he has on Clive is some person they did that ain't against the law. Now, the other name, only thing I know is he's been quiet.
Well,
I don't know, bro.
Well, here's the thing, though. You see what prosecutors are saying about Diddy. They saying he was continuing them freak-offs all the way to last year. At least with Jay-Z, if he used to do some, he got out of Dodge and got married and said, yo, I'm done with that big pimping. I'm done with all of that. I'm now a businessman. Diddy was still having freak-offs, peeing on Carisha, allegedly.
When it comes to Carisha Young Miami, I don't think she said Diddy did anything to violate her, bro.
No, she didn't. But like, again, part of the freak off is the extra freaky behavior, insatiable, like, yo, your thirst fiend, which that leads to, all right, when you come up with some...
That can mean anything, bro. Like, sometimes I lock up for a whole weekend, bro, and it ain't nothing but we watch movies, order room service, and we pass.
Yo, if you run through 1,000 bottles of baby oil and they said they were having freak offs for days at a time.
Yeah, but bro, that's a whole household over there, bro.
You ever had a multi-day freak off?
Well, I've had a weekend of just me and my woman ain't getting dressed, ain't moving, no nothing. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but that's not. Well, I'm still saying that's not what the freak off sounds like.
For 4 or 5 days. Troy Ave was with us out there. Troy Ave, I tell you, he was there. Like, we was, what you think? I'm gonna put him in different rooms? We all in the same room.
Man.
That's my woman and her sister wife. So, shit, what you mean?
Oh, you got a little...
I got video footage? Of course I got video footage. It's great video footage.
You got a little finesse 2 times going on. Look at you. You see finesse 2 times?
Nah, mine's is bad, though. Mine's is bad. I ain't dealing with no Ooga Boogers. I'm just saying. Do I think that, bro, okay, our man, the one who kicked a lot of this off, he's telling us Diddy grabbed Diddy, groped him, Diddy did this, Diddy did that, but the got on the jet, went to the red carpet, went to the premiere. So it's like, but when Diddy didn't pay him, now it's you did this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, also,
I'm not saying everybody's like on some, but I think a lot of them because they couldn't get something out of the man or some shit like that. So now we blowing the fake whistle.
Hey,
this probably happened that Diddy might have grabbed his soul, but if the smiled at him like it's cool when he rubbed his ear and he handed him a drink and he took a shot and let him grab it yesterday, then you came back the next day and then he grabs you, then he grabs you and you smiling about it. At what point in time you're leaving and coming back? But then when you say you didn't get paid, now he did this, I'm gonna scratch my head about that shit, bro.
No, I agree with you. Hey, what do you think the kids are going through now? Like, as of a couple of days ago, they were partying. Like, they've done a good job of, not looking that bothered. right?
Older ones could handle it. Those girls with a 1-year-old, she's not gonna understand what's going on. But those two twins, brother, and not to say that his son hasn't been anything, you know, in the last decade or so, 5 years, whatever, they lost their mother, right, to a death, and then now to lose their father. You know, those, I believe they're like maybe 14, 15. I don't believe they're 18 yet. So yeah.
Property in LA, they paid off the property in Miami. He's clearly liquidating. How much you think in the money wise he's probably
this was he can't sell whatever he sells. It's a dude in prison who just hit him for $100 million. They gotta pay him.
Yeah, but that's a default judgment. They're gonna get that overturned, right?
No, I mean, we don't, that ain't necessarily true, because they did go see that dude in prison. They can't claim they didn't know about it, because once they got the letter, they went and visited that dude in prison on the books and offered him a deal for like $2.3 million. He didn't take it. So if you never got served and you didn't know nothing about it, why did you go visit this dude after the date that they say you served you, bro? That's gonna be an uphill battle, my guy. Yeah. And they're gonna tie up those properties and everything. They're gonna lean on everything. It's lean though.
Hey,
you can't just ignore that.
Hey, by the way, so in the indictment, when you go down, once it's getting to the bottom of the indictment, probably on like the 12th page or so, they start talking about forfeiture. And according to what the prosecutors are saying, they're saying where all this criminal activity is happening in, they want to exercise a Title 18 forfeiture law that would give them, have Diddy forfeit these places because he was doing criminal acts in them. We see that in drug cases a lot. Like, if you was using your grandma's house as a trap house.
Yeah, but he didn't purchase those with criminal money. That's usually when you did. If you're selling drugs out of a home, they can come take it, right? But he wasn't. These parties cost him money. He wasn't, having orgy parties and charging people to come in and do these things. Right? Nothing done in the homes was used to generate income. He spent money on these parties. It's for his own personal pleasure, for his own fun, entertaining his people. If he wasn't dipping into the Ciroc budget or whatever else he was doing. But usually if somebody's selling drugs out of a home that's tied to a family member, yeah, they can come take it all day long.
Yeah, but according to even, remember the Little Rod dude was trying to paint a RICO racketeering conspiracy? They were saying, well, these parties may have not gained the money, but it added to the mystique, gained the money. So it made him a bigger star.
Made who a bigger star?
Diddy, because he was having this reputation of doing these crazy parties, it made him more known.
Come on, bro, let's not ignore the Ciroc boys. That was a nationwide thing with all the DJs and like that. Let's not ignore the DUI commercials. You know what I mean? How to drive home safe. This was a movement. Let's not ignore all these clubs, right? That was promoting the shit out of his French Montana with the French vanilla Ciroc. It's a lot of things that went into that. You can't say Diddy's personal parties, right, is what made Ciroc big. Come on. That's a reach.
Well, I'm just going off what they're saying.
Remember the Ciroc boys? It was literally DJs in every city and state who had a card that wherever they went, they had to order Ciroc.
Yeah. Now,
K-Slay had one. They was on the radio, Ciroc boys in the building, pumping Ciroc. So, I think that, it's an attempt. I don't think it'll work. Do I think they're going to let him out? No. I think they're going to try to break him. We've seen this with a little different case. They didn't let Thug out. He's on the state level. Do I think he's a flight risk? No. He's too noticeable. Do I think they'll give him a
by the way, they found
tracking device? Yes.
They found
no,
those
that's
guns.
That's fair.
They found guns with shaved off serial numbers.
That's fair.
And with Diddy, they found the two ARs.
That's fair.
Yeah, so they're looking at it and they're saying that Diddy might be using these guns because apparently he was threatening violence, and they're saying if we find illegal guns, because they're illegal ones, the serial numbers defaced, They're saying,
yeah, the serial numbers being gone is a problem. Now, where's the problem? Where's the charges at?
there's no charges for that, but they're presenting.
That's what I'm saying.
They're presenting it that the prosecutor is going to present it that a judge could consider. I mean, the judge might be like, well, file charges on it, but it looked like they're trying to just put it in the air that the judge says no bond.
No, yeah, that's a problem. Those guns with the shaved off serial numbers is a problem. That's a problem. That's a brand new problem. If nobody in that house doesn't claim those guns, that's a problem.
How much money you think he running through in lawyer?
He gonna be with that $50 to $150 million if it strings out 3 years. Yeah, he gonna probably have 2 different teams, right? Because the last law firm he was with dropped him because of
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. So now once another law firm sees that, okay, it's more value in this because they dropped him, it's a problem of where he can go and who wants to take on the case. That just boosts his 20-30% alone.
Do you think that, so this whole thing about him being a billionaire, apparently they're saying his net worth and liquid, especially after they lost the Diageo deal with De Leon and Ciroc, they're saying it's
$50 million a year alone.
Yeah, all right, they're saying it's a couple $100 million that he supposedly got. Do you think that this case, like, dries him out, like he goes broke off this? How is he making money? Like, we gotta imagine it's only off catalog, like, right? He owns
catalog and whatever. You never know when investment. Diddy could be invested in hotels overseas.
Oh, by the way, Diddy's a part owner of Twitter. That's what they found out in a filing. Diddy is one of the investors in Twitter. When Elon Musk went private with it, he got a few people. One of Diddy's holding companies, sent a few million in. So Diddy's
that's what I'm saying. You never know where the money spread out at. I mean, he definitely need to downsize. Need to be down to one house. I understand the security of the house needs to be in the right spot, gated community, whatever. He's not there. The kids are there. All the cars and jets and all that shit, maybe downsize to a couple SUVs and, whatever your little get around joint is. All that definitely needs to happen. The shopping sprees and all that crazy shit, all that shit got to come to a halt. He needs to take care of his legal. He don't want to be like Suge Knight. You don't remember? Suge Knight legal would start walking out the courtroom. He wasn't paying him.
Really?
Yeah. This is why when I came on board, that was the number one thing, was to get him legal. And I got Alex Kessel to go down there to see him and take on the case.
Wait, Suge Knight's lawyer walked out the courtroom.
He had a lawyer go to jail, and the rest of them was leaving because they wasn't getting paid. He didn't have the means to pay them. He was broke, bro.
How much?
He was dry.
How much was the legal fees for?
Well, for when Kessel went and took the meeting, it was gonna take us, I believe, the bottom number was like 150,000 was the bottom, and I think because I had a relationship with him, we had a top of 250 no matter what it was. And I was even with the appeal, so he was showing me some love. I've been paying Mr. Kessel for many years, spent a lot of money with him. But all this was tied up into the $30 million deal I had for the life rights to do the series. And once the hedge fund came back and said, yo, he did deals with 5 or 6 other people, that's when it fell apart. And that's when he went in there and took his deal. He had no legal when he took that deal for 28 years, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I was the last one. Yeah.
But obviously Suge Knight has never been close to being up like Diddy though. Diddy got that really.
No, Diddy had another 24-4, another 28-year run on top of Suge. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right. Suge was up at one time. He was doing $100 million a year.
Really?
You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely go pull it up, bro. Go pull it up.
Hey,
he was up at one time, but he did close to 10 years, 8 to 10 years, bro. Bills and footing the bills and trying to put out acts and financing acts and lawsuits. It has a wear on you.
Wow. Hey, by the way, all right. So that's the Suge situation. Could you compare this to the you know, the R. Kelly situation, you know, a lot of people have argued, well, R. Kelly, if R. Kelly had that Diddy money, maybe R. Kelly's free. What similarities you seen? By the way, I'm gonna look at the prosecutors. I don't know if you've seen the press conference. 6 white women who will be working this case. One's pregnant. It just looked like Diddy's cooked. 6 white women who's gonna be working from the AUSA's office to get you convicted, and you accused. Oh my God.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I hate to say it. I hate to say this. If they came at Diddy with 5 to 10, he should take it. He ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it because even on the 10, that means he gonna do 7, 8, and that puts him at that 61, 62. That sounds like a life sentence to him. The 5, the reason why the 5 sounds right.
Take that? You think
I'm gonna tell you why the 5. No, I don't think he would. I'm gonna tell you why the 5 years sounds good, right? Is because whether you take it or not, you gonna fight this case at least 2, 3 years, which you'll be ready to come home. You gotta get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You fight the case and say, okay, what they gonna do with me versus the time it's gonna take me to fight the case, I could be paroling.
Yeah.
Or you could fight it for the next 3.5 years. 3.5 years you fight it, we might could give you 20 years, 15 years, right? Or you take the 5 today and be home in 3.5, 4. Halfway house, you knock a year off doing some other shit or whatever in there, some milestones. Which one do you do? He's not gonna hear pay the 80,000 and keep him paying the 150. He's just gonna hear, oh, I know my hope is gone. No, your hope is you got a date, a closer date. You get what I'm saying? That's your hope.
Okay, is it a possibility Diddy ends up like R. Kelly? What's the differences?
Strong possibility. R. Kelly's in there for one female, correct?
Yeah, I'm not too sure about it.
I think it's the one that got him. The one that told him she was 19, but she was really 17. The one who the mother and father was texting R. Kelly as if she was as if he was talking to her, but really was talking to the parents. The guy that worked at the concert hall who did all the lighting. I think that's the one that they let hear hear all the phone calls and messages he was sending other women and shit, and she kind of went across the street and testified against him. I believe that's the one that got him. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's maybe 1, maybe 2. The Diddy, his criminal. We don't even know. Remember, a lot of the other shit is civil. The shit with the producer, that's a civil thing. Did he go criminal? Well, that's civil, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, the only criminal thing is this indictment. There is no other criminal charges. This indictment. We don't know who's the victims. It appears Cassie's one of them, but we don't know if Lil Rod.
But I don't know. Can Cassie do? I thought she signed some.
Hey, by the way,
didn't she sign something?
Yeah, but that don't matter in the criminal case, right? Because yeah, she signed an NDA, but every NDA is gonna say the only way you can speak about this is if you are legally required by a subpoena to talk about what happened.
Now, speaking about it and being charged for is 2 different things, Zach. Is she coming in as a character witness? I don't know if when she accepted that money, there was something in there that said could nothing come or whatever that was.
Well, you gotta remember that's civil. This criminal thing, she's definitely a victim. Like I think she's even.
Yeah, but bro, majority of the time when people do this kind, after know that type of footage has come out, it's stipulations in that paperwork to be paid out that they're agreeing to.
Yeah, no, she probably definitely broke the NDA, right? But Diddy's gonna look crazy trying to sue her. But
no, I think she can come as a character witness against him, but I don't think they're gonna bring any of those charges are related to her. I don't think none of the criminal.
You don't think none of the criminal charges on Diddy's related to Cassie? She's numero uno as the victim. She's the only one whose story seems the most true. You think about that producer you told about, Lil Rod. Yo,
you got statute of limitations on the hotel, right?
Well, for assault. Just for assault.
Yeah, we got statute of limitations on that.
Hold on.
Right?
And also, here's the thing with a RICO case, right? Because, that's what Bradford Cohen was saying.
I don't think, is this a RICO?
Yes, it's a RICO. They said, put it like this. If they have you on tape selling drugs in, you know, say the 80s, you were selling drugs in the 80s. The statute of limitations is past that. But if you kept selling drugs from the 80s up till 5 years ago, the statute of limitations usually is around like 5 years or so, right? If it was continued, so in a RICO, they usually prove is continued. So it started before the statute of limitations and continued up onto the point where statute of limitations exists. So yeah, that assault from 2016 would not be able to count. But if say that, you know, they could prove that it was a pattern of consistent abuse, physical abuse, they could use that. And by the way, they reference that thing in the indictment. They reference the videotape in the indictment, even though that's outside of statute of limitations.
Yeah, but But what I'm saying, though, it could be used for character, and it's gonna eat him up. That don't mean they're charging him for those acts. We gotta see that. You gotta go through it. Cause I think when she signed off, whatever she signed off on, I'm pretty sure Diddy put everything in there for whatever money he paid her. Okay, I could be wrong.
Wait. Okay, all right. So let me tell you that. So it's 3 counts, right? Count one is. Give me a second. I'm scrolling down. I have the whole indictment on the screen. Count one is the racketeering, right? And then under racketeering, these are the offenses they have, right? They have kidnapping, arson, bribery. They have witness tampering. They have forced labor, a transportation for purposes of prostitution, and they have possession with intent to distribute narcotics. And then we get to count 2.
Here, though. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get this video to 100 likes. If we pass 100, 500. If we pass 500, 1,000. Roll to 5,000 subscribers. Appreciate everybody hitting the likes, the comments, the subscription, hitting the notifications. Appreciate everybody leaving comments. I'm commenting back to every comment. But in my opinion, if Diddy get convicted of this, bro, it's gonna be over with, bro. I feel like bro gonna delete himself. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Bro 54 years old. He's not finna just do 15. I feel like bro gonna start snitching though. To me, anything he know illegal and he could throw you under the bus, bro's gonna do that, bro. So it's gonna be a lot going on. This right here is just the beginning. There's gonna be a lot. He not going out like R. Kelly. You better believe that, bro. Bro got too much money, too much power. He know too much secrets. So let me know what y'all think, bro, in the comment section, just on what's going on. Do y'all think Diddy gonna beat it? Do you think he gonna get convicted? Do you think he gonna take a plea? That might be his best option, because Wack say if he could take 5, he might have to jump on that. And Diddy might have to really consider that. But I honestly think that this could go into like a house arrest. Who knows, man? But this is gonna be a crazy one right here. I know that for a fact. This one right here definitely gonna be a crazy one. So I'm gonna keep y'all updated on what's going on, man. To the next one, another one. Go.